about an idea that I have for a safe house for victims of human trafficking in Lubbock specifically. For this presentation, I'm going to address the problem of human trafficking in Texas and in Lubbock. And then I'm going to discuss my solution, which is, or part of a solution, which is to build a safe house. I'm going to discuss the main opposition that I foresee happening with this idea. And then I'm just going to talk about the importance of my idea. So there are more people enslaved today than any other time in history. This is with sex trafficking, labor trafficking, child pornography, and yeah, those are like the main, like sex trafficking is the same as prostitution. Between 14,000 and 17,000 people are trafficked into the United States each year. That does not include people born in the United States that are trafficked. Those are just people that come from outside of the United States and then are brought here and are trafficked. That is from the Texas Human Trafficking Fact Sheet. And then from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, I found that within 48 hours of running away, there is a third of the children are picked up by traffickers, and then they then go into either prostitution or the porn industry. In 2008, 38% of the calls made to the National Trafficking Resource Center were from Texas, that is a lot of calls. And that is from the Texas Human Trafficking Fact Sheet. Yeah. 768 victims were found in Texas between 2007 and 2012. That is from the Trafficking Task Force report from 2012. And Lubbock is responsible for 25% of trafficking victims in the state of Texas. That is a quarter of the victims are found here in Lubbock. So doing some really hard math, it's about 192 victims were in Lubbock between 2007 and 2012. So my idea is to create a safe house for these victims when they want to get out of that lifestyle or if they need to escape. It would be somewhere, obviously, that they would come to be safe. There would be either a volunteer police officer or a state police officer, 24 hours for safety reasons. We would get them examined medically to make sure that they are healthy. And we would also, obviously the main thing that we would be doing is counseling and therapy and rehab if they have a drug problem, which is very common. We would also offer them services to help find employment for the future, and if they want to continue their education or if they need to get their GED, we would also assist them with that. Preferably, we would try to get them out of Lubbock because if they had been trafficked here, then that whole lifestyle is still here and it could be very dangerous for them. Voice of Hope is currently raising money to do a very similar project. Their house is aimed at children because child trafficking is a huge problem. And their budget is $1.5 million, which I feel like would be similar to the budget that I think we would need. And they have a ton of support. All these organizations and departments are supporting them and donating money to them. So we would definitely have the support that we needed for this project. The main opposition that I can foresee is that this house will bring in no money. I want it to be free for the clients because they have enough to deal with. They don't need to worry about paying these bills at all. But I believe that we could get all our funding through donations. Voice of Hope, they do like dinners, they do races, or the walk a mile in her shoes. That is that money is going to go towards their house. And silent auctions are also a big thing these days. The importance. The main importance that I see is that it's helping women and children get off the streets and into a better lifestyle, a less dangerous lifestyle, and I think that's just a very important thing for humans. reduce the crime rate in Lubbock because it's taking prostitutes off the street, and prostitution is illegal. And eventually it would help aid in the eradication of sex trafficking rings in Lubbock and the surrounding areas. Right. So, the review. Human trafficking is a serious problem in Lubbock. It's a lot bigger than I think many people think it is. It's kind of on the down low, but it's a big thing, and it's kind of scary, actually. Building this house would help lower crime rates, again, because we're bringing prostitutes off the streets. They are also involved a lot of times with drugs, and so that would take some what am I looking for? Consumers off the streets. We would need to fundraise a lot for it, but as a previous slide showed, Lubbock is very supportive of an idea like this, and I believe that we would get the funds that we needed. And it would just help Lubbock's community come together as a whole and become a better, safer